Alright, sorry guys, I was posting on Facebook. Take a look at the market. Daily still climbing, coming into point of origin. The accumulation has been broken, that's good. We also have this little range low right here we want to watch. Keep those marked. Let's see. 3 hour still 100% bullish on ES. 12 hour just flipped, so we are 100% actually not 100% yet because the cloud is still red. We want that cloud to flip green, and it will be looking pretty good long term. 1 hour 100% bullish. Is there a bear div here? No bear div. That's good. 15 minutes almost 100% bullish, but we do have a bullish pullback coming in. I'm sure NASDAQ will be the same. Bullish pullback. 100% bullish. Nearly 100% bullish. Yep, so it looks pretty good across the board. Daily also well above the cloud. This double bottom is pretty clean. We called this out in Discord. Has a bulldog. You have that bulldog coming in. Maybe a pullback back to the cloud, and then a pop higher above that resistance. We should see an all-time high pretty soon, unless we get some unhealthy election news. But as the title of the stream states, the GOP, the Republican Party, whatever you want to call it, they maintained the Senate, which should be good for the market because Biden and Kamala were talking about raising taxes and instituting a trader's tax. So like a stock trader would have to pay an extra tax on their trades. So getting those passed in a GOP Senate is going to be next to impossible. So that should be very bullish for the market, even if Biden does win. So that gives us some relief that even if Biden wins, the market should do well. What else did I want to mention? There are a couple of scenarios where the market will go down. One of the main scenarios is if Biden wins and he sticks to his word about being strong on lockdowns and he wants to institute more kind of regulation to help prevent the spread of coronavirus, then that would bring the market down. Any fears of additional lockdowns have been very bearish. The only lockdown that didn't really have an effect on the U.S. market was the UK lockdown that happened last week, or I think it was this week actually, on like Monday. It pulled back on that news like the same day, but then it didn't really do anything after that. Hey, Agars, what's going on, man? So as we're still like in the midst of the election, and it's just a bunch of madness, I don't really have anything on my watch list. I'm not looking to take any big trades. We're still waiting for a clear winner. I'm currently holding a medium risk position on Smith & Wesson, so gun company. I'm also still holding my Nvidia bullish position, looking very, very good. Intel I still have on my small account, which is pretty much dead at that point. I'm still holding shares on SQM, which are doing very well. We're up 20%. So being up 20% on shares is definitely a very, very good gain because shares are very low risk. For an options trader, that is. Big tech across the board is booming. Even on the pre-market, we're seeing almost every single tech up pretty big. So keep an eye on that. Tesla's still slow to follow. No real breakout for Tesla just yet. NIO still climbing though. Even pre-market, you're up almost $1. So keep an eye on NIO. Very bearish candle here on NIO. So if you don't see continuation immediately, if you see like a little bit of sideways movement or a little bit of consolidation, this probably will come down because this daily is extremely bearish. So keep an eye on that. Nothing, just MAGA, make Agar's green again. Oh yeah, good motto, man. We can't be green every day, but it's definitely nice to be green most of the time. I'm actually taking a pretty big hit on my election bets. We're very green on Nvidia, very green on our SPY puts that we were selling. I'm red on all of my hedges, obviously, because I was hedging in case we started nuking. So I'm red on my VIX hedge, I'm red on my SPY hedge, and I'm also red on my Smith & Wesson position. Because it's the election, I'm not in big sizes on any of those positions, so it's not a really big loss. But I am red on my hedges. Now, if we were just green, obviously, in hindsight, we would have made a lot more money. Or just bullish, I should say. But that's what a hedge is for, right? You're paying for protection. We don't know how the market's going to perform, so. So pre-market, we saw a pretty big breakout. We broke the highs of yesterday. But we're slowly pulling back here to retest the trend. It looks like it wants to continue higher. We have a very slight bear div on the Momo. Very slight bear div here. So we could see a pullback, maybe to 3,460, 3,450. Shouldn't go too deep. This is pretty bullish. You can see the trend from the bottom. Where is the regression? Yeah, so it's a 0.97 regression, so very, very strong trend on the way up. This should continue for the most part. So keep an eye on that. We're retesting the middle of the trend right now. So if you are very bullish, you will bounce basically right on the open. If you're not extremely bullish, you probably will pull back to this pivot around 34.68. So keep an eye on that. But so far, this regression is very strong uptrend. If you do break out, watch that upper level around 35.21 as your upper target. So far, putting in a little bit of a bottom warning on the 5-minute. You also do have a pivot coming in, so could bounce here right before the market opens. On the call scanner, we had a couple things blowing up yesterday. We had NEO over 1 million calls. You do have a lot of puts coming in on NEO too, so not all green. Lyft got about 250,000 calls. Not too many puts, but you do have a few. Pfizer, which is PFE, got about 200,000 calls, and about a third of those. So about 60,000 puts. JD, a lot of calls. XLE, which is the energy sector, 100,000 calls, and about 50% of those are puts as well. Take a look at a few things here. Oil actually pulling back a little bit. Pre-market. VIX is... What is VIX doing pre-market? VIX is dying pre-market yet again. Back below the daily pivot. Hey, Keith, what's going on, man? Zach, good to see you. Yeah, NEO looks really, really nuts, man. Gold is actually climbing here. Gold climbing. And silver is climbing as well. Dixie down almost 1%, back below 93. So the Dixie's the dollar index. So typically when the dollar index does bad, gold and silver will do well. So looks like gold and silver are going to be all right for now. The euro is climbing, which means the dollar is weakening. The dollar to the yen is weakening as well. The FANG is not showing me what it's up pre-market. Yeah, we can't see the pre-market on that, but it should be up because we're seeing all the tech stocks being bullish pre-market. Financial sector is up a little bit pre-market, but still just sideways. Take a look at all the sectors, actually. How did the sectors perform yesterday? Pretty much every sector is green, except for gold was a little red, financials a little red, and utilities a little red. Keep an eye on the semiconductor ETF. So the like AMD, Nvidia, Intel, all the chip manufacturers, even like Apple at this point is a semiconductor company as well because they are making their own chips now that they kicked Intel out. So keep an eye on that. They also released some news recently that their next MacBooks they're going to be releasing are going to be using their in-house chips. So that should be pretty good for them. But yeah, semiconductor hitting all-time highs, I believe. Yes, it is. Keep an eye on that. Energy sector still downtrending, but trying to find a bottom. Gold still sideways, nothing too big on that. Healthcare looks like it's booming a little bit here. I think that's going up maybe with the hopes of a Biden win. Not too sure about that. I'm not a very big healthcare guy. I don't watch healthcare too much, so not a good sector for me. I don't know the ins and outs of that sector very much. Let's see. Dow Jones gonna follow the market pretty much. The industrial pretty sideways, slightly bullish. Let's see. What is this? Technology doing pretty well, obviously. We have consumer discretionary also doing very well, bouncing off a daily pivot. What is this? Communication rising, actually coming into nearly an all-time high. So keep an eye on the communication sector. That would be stuff like Verizon, AT&T, companies like that. Consumer staples also coming up a little bit here. What is this? Utilities. This is down a little bit. Not looking too good on utilities. Could be a bullish pullback, though, once you break the highs. And then finally, real estate. Real estate pretty much sideways, but I do like this double bottom here off this pivot. So keep an eye on real estate as well. Biggest sector of all of them, definitely the semiconductors. So keep an eye on AMD. Keep an eye on Nvidia. You can see AMD's climbing here. Nvidia, I'm already in Nvidia. Nvidia looking really good so far. You're at 565 already. I'm selling the 480s, so we're already up 17, 18% from where I'm selling. So very, very good on that. What else? Intel would be another one, but Intel's not doing too good. What are some other big ones? We have, what's that Chinese one? Something with a T. Taiwan Semiconductors. What's the ticker for that? I can't remember the ticker. TSM. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, TSM. Yeah, TSM is flying here, so keep an eye on TSM, actually. It looks really good. You broke this weekly pivot, and you found value above it. Looks really strong. So keep an eye on TSM, AMD. Let me actually put this on the watch list. TSM, AMD, definitely big watches. What are some other big semiconductor? Biggest semiconductor. Samsung, that's a big one. Micron, QCOM. Yeah, Micron, QCOM. QCOM's been doing pretty good. Yeah, QCOM's up pretty big. Micron. What is Micron's ticker? MU. Micron not looking too good. Probably one of the lower bunches. What was the other one? Samsung. I don't think they have a. They don't have a US ticker. Their ticker is foreign. The TSM definitely probably the number one to keep an eye on. Like I said, Apple is entering this semiconductor business as well. So definitely keep an eye on Apple. Apple actually looks like a good place to sell some premium. If you could get a good credit for selling around 100 to like 105, anywhere in this area here, this would actually be a good credit for a bullish move. But all right, guys, it is 9:29. I'm gonna end the morning stream. Appreciate you guys coming by for the morning stream. I will be in Discord for the rest of the day, live trading if you guys want to join me. We do have a 30% off discount going on for the month of November. We're only going to be open for 10 slots, so keep an eye on that. Code is Black Friday. And yeah, I'll see you guys in Discord, or I'll see you guys later for the afternoon stream at 3 p.m. Eastern. You guys have a good one.